Esther running with I Run Far. I'm here with Tara Dower. We are 2 days before the 2026 Western States 100. Tara, how are you?
I'm great. You can't tell, but I'm smiling under the mask. I was taking a group photo yesterday and I was smiling and I was like, you can't see my face. Why am I smiling?
You smile with your eyes.
Yeah, schmizing, I think they call it.
Schmizing.
I'm trying to schmize.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I'm happy. I'm not sick, just taking preventative measures.
Good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like last year we were here exactly a year ago. You looked awful. You looked really, truly, you showed up, you had tissues out of all your pockets. You look terrible.
Yeah, I had this whole strategy for the cough drops. I had these cough drops that would numb my throat, and they eventually because you get so wet in Western states, they eventually just morphed into my shorts and they got all sticky and just everything that could have gone wrong last year went wrong. And that was just one of 10 things that went wrong. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, last year, it's you got sick before Western, you were very high on the hard rock waitlist, but not in hard rock.
Yeah.
And then you ended up not being able to run hard rock. And this year it's you look healthy, you look good, you look fit.
Thanks.
You have a spot in hard rock. In a lot of ways, it's sort of, a lot of things are the same, a lot of things are different. In your head, how do these 2 years compare?
Yeah. I feel almost like they're similar. They feel similar, especially at this point. Well, before I was sick last year, it feels very similar because I talked to Maggie a lot and she's very much around the hard rock race, and she's like, you're gonna get in. And so I was expecting I was gonna run Western and do hard rock. And so around this time last year before I was sick, I was it felt very much the same. But as I look back more and I think back to the year, I feel like I'm a little more wise. I can always learn something, but I feel a little more wise than I did last year. Last year was I was grinding really hard and I was just trying to be fully prepared for mostly Western states since I hadn't gotten to hard rock yet. So that was obviously the big race. But this year I definitely feel a little more wise, enjoying myself a lot more, trying to, enjoy the crew. It slowed me so much down last year, Western states did, that it was just I had to literally put on the brakes. And then I finally looked around, enjoyed the community, enjoyed the Western states community, enjoyed my crew. But before that, it was just grinding so hard. And that, I think that just wore me down. The combination of some intense heat training, intense training and everything that comes with it. So I feel I'm able to just take it all in and, take breaks when I need it, rest. I'll go on long runs and I'll just stop and sit on a rock and sit there. Usually, last year I was I can't do that.
Yeah.
Can't do that during Western states. So yeah, I definitely feel a little more, I'm enjoying the process a lot more.
It's after those 2 weeks of the getting sick before Western, suiting up to do hard rock and then not being able to run, what was the emotional recovery from that? Was it more real extreme sadness, or was it more of I'm gonna come back and do that and let me show you what I can do?
Yeah, it was really tough. Yeah, it was devastating. I know we're never promised anything, but when you've worked so hard for something, and then you weren't able to at least do the entire race, Western states, I had the DNF, and then going to hard rock and just wanting an opportunity to race there, and then not being able to was just the best way I can describe it was devastating. Yeah. And I hope that doesn't happen again. That's why I'm wearing a mask.
I think you should.
Yeah. But I'm just so, obviously I've worked really hard for these opportunities. I've worked, to get a golden ticket, and, obviously I'm in Dale's good graces too, and that's awesome. But I've worked really hard, but I'm also extremely grateful and thankful for these opportunities. And I just want to enjoy enjoy the process and the entire experience, and hopefully run really fast, because that's also how I enjoy the experience too.
Yeah. So you touched on this a little bit, last year versus this year, but like I feel like coming into last year's race, like you'd done the AT, the Appalachian Trail, FKT, did a ton of media after that. Like you didn't get your golden ticket to Western States until Black Canyon, which like relatively late in the game. Versus like this year, you did a shorter FKT last fall, but like probably slightly less recovery, and then you had your golden ticket by end of October. Like, how did that influence like your winter of training and your lead up to this?
Yeah, the winter was a lot of fun. Me and my really good friend Robin and her partner Teddy went to Thailand, and we did a race in Chiang Mai. And that for me, it was just like for the experience. It was like so much fun. Thailand's so beautiful. The people are so welcoming. And then after that, it was kind of like game time. It's like, okay, well, I know I need to practice competitiveness, and I need to practice, fueling, all the things that come with it, heat training. And so I thought Black Canyon was the perfect place to go. And so after Chiang Mai, me and my coach Megan started training pretty hard to do well at Black Canyon. And then I had Gorge Waterfalls, which was practicing more of that competitiveness, but also the very fast running that goes with Western Staces. Yeah.
And do you feel like, given your Black Canyon performance, which you're like third and under course record pace, and then Gorge also like really third, like against a really, really strong field, like do you feel like you're coming into this stronger than last year?
Yeah, I really do. I think I do. But like, those were like really, Gorge was like good, and I felt very happy about that. But Black Canyon felt very difficult. It was a good experience, but it felt very difficult. It's just like, it's so frustrating to fall so much. I am feeling very strong, like physically, mentally, I'm feeling strong. But I think the thing I'm always worried about in these races, the fear I always have is falling. And I know people think it's hilarious when I fall. And yeah, it's funny sometimes for me too, but like getting bloody and like falling down, any trail runner knows that it's really frustrating. It really throws you off. So that's kind of like my fear for this year is like something happening. I'm tripping on a rock and I'm getting bloody or falling and injuring myself.
Have you done anything specific to try to like fall over less?
Yeah.
For lack of a better way.
Yeah. So I have a strength coach, Cam, who lives in Flagstaff, and he has, we've done a lot of strength stuff together, but we've also done like balance and stability work. And then we've also done, he had me do warm-ups before my trail runs that have kind of helped a little bit. If anything, it's like warmed me up a little more before I start running. And it's helped, but it's like, I think it's in me too, because my mom is super clumsy.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, Debbie, I love my mom, but like we have the klutz genes in us. And I think it's just part of me, unfortunately. And it's like it's trying to get over like, not letting that derail me like it did at Black Canyon. I feel like I fell those 2 first times before Bumblebee, and I was just like, I was like so frustrated. Yeah. But I think it's more like trying to get up and go and not even like worry about it, just brush it off. And like, if I'm not injured, great, we're just gonna keep boogieing.
Yeah. So coming to this year's race, like sort of the weather forecast is a big thing. It's like, looking at you, like I know you're super meticulous about your heat training. Like you do more heat training than a lot of people. So like, obviously you're ready for the heat, but you're also like a super fearless racer. Like you go out hard. And like, it seems to me like you're more willing to take risks than some people, which like a cooler weather forecast might reward. Because like hot Westerns are like so much about like self-preservation. So like, what are your thoughts on like a cooler weather forecast? Risk taking versus your heat training? I
mean, like, you could just run a lot faster. And I want to run a lot faster. Like, I think, like, for me, the heat, last year I got kind of cold. Like, I got into Forest Hill and it was, like, kind of cold. So I think I did pretty good heat training, even though maybe it derailed me a little bit with the being just grinding too much and doing too much of a couple things, but I think like I'm pretty good in the heat, and I was kind of hoping for a really hot race. I do like being hot, but I don't know. Like, I think it just changes a little bit with like the salt plan. The good thing is you can run faster if it's not as hot. And also you don't need to stop at the aid stations for as much water or ice. Like I was planning on stopping at every aid station for fill up my ice bandana and like to put ice in my sleeves. But if I don't have to do that, that's like, I mean, it doesn't take that long, but it's like 10 seconds at each aid station. That's pretty significant.
And now it's like it's going to be below freezing up at the top of the escarpment. Like, who needs ice?
I know. I even saw like yesterday. I was looking at the weather and I saw on Saturday there's like one snowflake on the.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Good. Like right before I left though, I was like, I'm an overpacker, but for some reason I was like, I'm not gonna pack any like warm stuff. And then like at the last moment before I was gonna leave, the morning of, I was like, okay, I'm gonna bring my arm sleeves, my my warm arm sleeves. I'm gonna bring a wind jacket and just gloves just in case. And I'm so glad I did because I think I actually need it. I think it's gonna be like 60-mile-per-hour winds up there.
I think the first couple hours are not going to be warm.
Cool, I'm down. I kind of like, I think all trail runners, I've heard this from so many fellow competitors and people I compete against. It's like, everyone says this, and I think it's just common among trail runners. But I like to say it too, is like, I thrive in like not the best conditions. And I think that's just all trail runners, honestly. That's why we're out there in nature.
Yes, we deal with what we got.
Yeah.
So last question. I have heard that you have a big crew that has a lot of glitter, a lot of pink, and a lot of fun. Like, who's out there?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I have so many people. So 2 crews. I have Reese. She crew chiefs all of my races, and then I have Scott, who's going to be crew chief number 2. And then under that, I have a lot of people, but it's gonna, I hope I can remember everyone. Jake, he crews Rachel Ettricken. He's crewed Rachel Ettricken at Cocodona, and he's like super dialed. Chris Myers is one of my pacers. Robin Lesh is one of my pacers. Chris's partner, Amanda, is gonna be there crewing. Maggie is gonna be there, of course. Cam and Vic is my nutritionist, and Cam is my strength coach. Oh man, did I say Rascal?
Not yet.
Okay, Rascal. That'd be so funny if I just forgot Rascal. Who did I forget? I don't think I forgot. Oh, Kenna. I also have my other friend Kenna that's going to be out there. And then I've also had a lot of people contact me about coming out and help because maybe one of their runners like dropped or something. But honestly, I don't think I need any more crew people because I think if it was a hot year, you would want a lot of people pouring ice, doing ice in the sleeves, like one person doing ice in the sleeves, one person doing ice bandana, one person pouring water, another person pouring water somewhere else. But honestly, I don't think I need anyone else. But I think I got a good number right now. Yeah. There's a lot of people.
And it feels like you're very close with your crew. And like, what does that mean to you to have those people out there?
Yeah, it means a lot. I am very thankful for my friends. They've always supported me really well. My friends mean the world to me. Not to say anything cliche. They really do. I'm really thankful for their support. And it's never a question like if they're gonna be there. It's like I got my golden ticket and they're like, okay, let's start planning. Like me and Reese started planning for Western States. There's like no question that she wasn't gonna be there. So I'm really thankful for the support, and they're like really enthusiastic about racing. So I think they're just like, it's enjoyable for them.
Tara Dower, best of luck this Saturday, and we look forward to seeing you out there.
Yeah, thank you so much.